Hey everyone, I'm Julian Impriale, and today I want to talk about how California's language education policy made a big shift from English only instruction under Proposition 227 to a much more bilingual friendly approach with Proposition 58. So, Proposition 227 was originally passed back in 1998, and it basically aimed to get rid of bilingual education in California public schools. The idea was to replace it with English only instruction for English language learners. And under this law, students had to spend at least 1 year in an English immersion program before moving into regular classrooms where only English was used. One of the most striking parts of Proposition 227 for myself was the rule that all children in California public schools shall be taught English by being taught in English. This policy not only banned bilingual education, but it also stopped teachers from using students' native languages to support their learning. While the law was marketed as English for children, it was actually influenced by English only movements with ties to anti-immigration groups, like, for example, that from John Tanson, who was a very well-known white nationalist. It's pretty clear that this policy wasn't just about education, it's also had an agenda of promoting assimilation and keeping a certain culture dominance. So fast forward to 2016, and things change a lot with Proposition 58. This new policy, known as California Education for a Global Economy, completely flipped the script. It brought back bilingual and multilingual education programs in all California schools. What's really different here is that Proposition 58 was backed by research showing that the benefits of using bilingualism, like better cognitive development, for example, and other improved academic performance, in general. Um, One of the standout lines in Proposition 58 says that California has a unique opportunity to provide parents with the choice to have their children educated to high standards in English and one or more additional languages. And this shift was a really big deal because it's aligned with Ophelia Garcia's concept of translanguaging, where bilingual students can basically use all of their language skills to learn and communicate. So instead of seeing native languages as a barrier, Proposition 58 basically recognized them as more of a resource. And so when you look at these two propositions side by side, it's clear how language policy can either limit or it can also empower students on the other side. Proposition 227 enforced a strict English only approach, whereas Proposition 58 took a much more inclusive route. Um, and it's something that definitely needs to be immersed into our educational system right now. Um, yeah, thank you so much for listening.